All right, so let's talk about the best VC method in NBA 2K25 for season 5, I believe, which is kind of crazy how little I play this game that I don't even know what season we're in. Anyways, I'm going to show you guys this video just because I see a lot of comments. I thought, hey, I haven't done a VC method in like a month and a half or 2 months, whatever. And I haven't done this specific one in a long time as well. So I'm going to show you guys, yes, you do need current gen, which the cool thing is if you have next gen, you have current gen. And if you don't have next gen and you have 2K, then you have current gen, I guess. But everybody should have current gen. You just have to download it, which is kind of like the annoying part. But anyways, you want to make a new build. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and make him a point guard. This is the I would make him 6'5", 196, 6'5", wingspan. These are the attributes that I would go with. This will help you start off with, I believe, like a 73 pointer, which will make this a little bit easier than everything else because honestly, it can be kind of annoying to do this method sometimes. Now, I recommend you do this method every so often. I'm trying to come up with a great strategy to make this easier and to make it like more proficient to make VC per day. And maybe I should do a video about how to make 50,000 VC in a day, with these and just show you guys like a step-by-step guide on how to do it the fastest way possible. And so I might do that. I might make another I might, stay tuned, subscribe if you want to. But anyways, you as soon as you make the player, go to whatever NBA team, and then your goal is to set up the settings properly so that you don't struggle to do this, but you want to score 50 points in the first game that you play. Now, in my opinion, you should put it on rookie. You should make a custom jump shot. Um, you should either put real player percentage or difficulty based timing or something like that, because I feel like that would be the easiest. That way you don't have to worry about it. You can just press square, and if it goes in, it goes in. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And so that's my recommendations. And I'm doing this in real time, honestly. I was gonna cut the video up, but there's no point. So game difficulty, put that thing on pro, on rookie. My bad, rookie. I always turn off the replays just because I don't like them. And then controller settings. I'm doing real player percentage. Yes, I'm gonna do real player percentage. I don't really care. Now animations wise, like I said, you want to make your own custom jump shot, and so that's my advice. Um, so I'm gonna make a jumper real quick, and then I'll show it to you guys. I'm gonna try to come up with something that's fast. That way, you guys can start off with something pretty good. So give me a second. All right, so this is the jump shot that I came up with. It is Spencer Dinwiddie and Charles Bassey, 100% Charles Bassey. And so, yeah, I think, honestly, I feel like that would be a great jump shot for you guys. Honestly, you're not timing it. You just want a quick jumper so you don't get contested. But that's beside the point. Next thing you want to do, literally play your rookie game and score 50 points. To be honest with you, it should be pretty easy to do so because it's rookie mode and you're not timing your jumper. And so, yeah, let me just go ahead and do that. And then I'll show you guys how to get through every other game as quick as possible. And yeah, you'll see how much VC you can make in about 20 minutes or 25 minutes, give or take, depending on how fast you do it. And it does range, by the way. There is a pretty noticeable difference every time you do it because there's a lot of like little factors that come up. Like sometimes certain animations you get or certain teams you play a certain way or things like that. My only advice in terms of making the game faster would be to play half court trap or zone, depending on how the team plays. But you want to get the ball out of their hands as quick as possible. So that's my only advice. Now, as soon as you score 50, in my opinion, you should just foul out, right? If you want to finish out the game and play, that's you. But I would just foul out. All right, so I probably should have just shown this. But the easiest way to score is literally to just catch the ball, do a dribble in front of their face, and then shoot it. Or just try to get open, maybe do a step back or whatever, and just press square. And usually with this jumper that I'm using, I don't know why, but it's cash money. So I've been just running down, literally doing this little that step back or doing this little behind the back right here, so that they like give me a little bit of space or whatever, and then just shooting over their face. And it's usually open. So yeah. Now it took me about 7, maybe 8 minutes to do this the first time. I probably could do this a lot faster, but obviously I haven't done this in a while. So now the goal for me is to just foul out, and I think I'm very close to fouling out. I think this is my last foul, and I'll be out. And then I'll show you guys what to do afterwards because it gets a lot easier than this, which is kind of like the sweet part, to be honest with you. So I'm excited about that. Now you do have options. It depends on which one you want to do more. And honestly, I still can't make up my mind which one is better, but I'll explain that more in a second. So once you get through the game, you're gonna get your recap. You're gonna get points, but you're not gonna get any VC because you fouled out. In previous years, you would get VC, which was super dope. So like current gen was an insane way to get VC because you would get like 800, 900 VC per game even after fouling out, which was insane. So yeah, but they, obviously they patched it because 2K doesn't like people getting VC. Anyways, after the first game, you're gonna get American Express. All you want to do is counter the offer and then max out your VC all the way to 6,500 VC for an event appearance. Zero incentives. Boom, they're gonna say no. Then you counter and ask for the max again, and then eventually, they'll accept. 6,100. No, I want 6,500, and you might be like, it's only 400 VC, but it's 400 VC. You know what I'm saying? That's like half an NBA game. Now, as soon as you finish your first game, you're gonna come to your endorsement tabs, and you're gonna realize that American Express is the only one available. You're 40,000 fans away from Gatorade. Usually, right? Might be a little bit less, a little bit more. But you have the choice to either go for the Gatorade sponsorship in the next games that you are playing and then change up your strategy, or you can just decide, you know what, American Express is enough, and I'm just going to foul out of every game. Now, the reason I'm saying this is because the method is different. So I'm going to show you guys how to get through the games as quick as possible if you want to get those endorsements. Now, me personally, I don't know if it's worth it. Personally, I think it's better to foul out, but it's up to you guys. Honestly, it just depends, whatever it is. So I'm gonna get through this as quick as possible. I'm gonna show you guys how to get out of the game as quick as possible while collecting your fans. And yeah, let's just get right into it. All right. So the advice: this is how you keep your fans. By the way, you're gonna want to get your takeover, and as soon as you get it, you're gonna get fans, 1,500 fans, which is kind of cool. You just want to foul out, like legit. That's all you want to do. Just foul out. Now, it is going to take, I think, 5 or 6 games to unlock your next endorsement deal, which is why it's not necessarily, I can't necessarily recommend always getting your fans or getting takeover and then doing this method like this because it is a little bit different. And I'll explain the slight differences between the two ways. And basically, so I'll do it at the end of the video, but this is how you do it. You're going to foul out as quick as possible. And because you have takeover, you can foul out in the first quarter, right? Which makes it a little bit faster. As you can see, I have 4 fouls. First quarter has been less than 2 minutes or a minute and a half or something like that. And once I foul out, I'm going to be able to go to the end of the game and save myself some time. So let me foul out and then explain, and then show you guys how much fans you're going to get per game and explain kind of how it works. All right, so I fouled out of the game. That was quick. That was like less than 2 minutes or so for the game. Now, if you don't get your takeover, it's going to take you maybe like half the time, so like a minute. So that you should consider that. But as you can see, I gained 6,000 fans. Now, remember I said I needed 40,000? Now, at 6,000 fans, it's going to take about 7 games to get my endorsement unlocked because I needed another 40,000. So is it worth to play the 7 games and doing it like that? I don't know. Personally, it does kind of mess with me a little bit sometimes. But I'm at 57,000. I need what? 33,000 fans, which is going to take at 6,000 per game another 5.5 games, or not 5.5, but another 5 games probably. Now, why am I saying that? Because once you unlock your endorsements, I believe it takes 5 games in total to get your VC. So is it worth it is the question that you need to ask yourself. So am I going to get all the fans by the time that I finish the games necessary to get my VC? That will save me a lot of time. Now, one of the reasons you want to do this, if you decide to do this, is because you don't have to play as many games where you score 50, right? You can do 1 per build and then get 2 endorsement checks doing the fan method, right? Now, after you unlock your second endorsement, you don't have to worry about it. You can just foul out without doing anything. So that is kind of like the cool part, but it's up to you. Now, I'm going to go ahead and do this all the way through to show you guys what I mean by getting your other endorsement. And so I'm going to be right back, and then I'm going to show you guys how much faster it is to just get out of the games without getting your takeover. But it's up to you. I don't know which one is better. Like, I haven't actually timed it, but I'm sure there is difference, especially in the long run. So, yeah, let me just get my fans. Let me get the endorsements, and I'll show you guys, obviously, the VC that you can make. So it's kind of cool. So let's just get into it. All right, so something I just realized. All right, so something that I just realized that you guys could do to make this a lot easier is if you're deciding to do the fan method, make sure you make 5 threes. If you make 5 threes, you get 9,000 fans. And 5 threes and take over. You get 9,000 fans, which means you'll be able to do this all within 5 games, which means that this is actually a better way to do it. So kind of funny how we discovered that mid video. But as you can see, I get Gatorade, and this has been 5 games since I played it. Now with Gatorade, it's also very easy. I hate that the buttons are messed up. If you press square, it doesn't continue. You have to press X. Anyways, yeah, 2K's a joke. Anyways, what you do with the Gatorade endorsement when you unlock it, if you do the fan method, which I actually do recommend now. Now that I know if you just make 5 threes, you get them no matter what. Absolutely recommend the fan method. Is ask for 6500 VC every single time, and so you continue to do that until you can't anymore, basically. And so eventually, but obviously, eventually they'll give it to you. Now, I wonder if you can go more. I know in previous years you could technically play like 24 games and unlock every endorsement and make like 70,000 VC or something like that every 24 games. But, as you can see, I just got my, what is it called? My American Express 6500 VC. Bang, just went from 10 to 16,659, which is very sweet. And for my next endorsement, it's about, oof, about 55,000 fans. So I can do it again because in 5 games, I can almost get the Nike Sport and sponsorship, which means I just have to play an extra one. So I would honestly recommend you do the method and get the Nike endorsement. But if you want to stop with Gatorade and then just continue just foul out, don't worry about making 5 threes per game, then you can definitely do that. Now I'm gonna go ahead and get the Nike sponsorship just because I want to see what's next. Out of curiosity. And it is just one extra game that you would have to play after unlocking your endorsement for the Gatorade, which actually might be the move because either way, you would have to restart, right? And play another game of 50 points to get your American Express in the beginning. So honestly, it might just be worth going all the way to the Nike sponsorship, doing the fan method, where again, make 5 threes, get takeover, foul out. You get 9,000 fans, which is kind of cool. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back. And then I will do like some of the math and how much VC you can expect per player. And yeah, this is by far the best VC method in the entire game right now, so I recommend it for sure. Now let me go ahead and do all this, and then I'll be right back. All right, so I finally finished the last game. Now I did recommend that you guys would go to the Nike one, but for some odd reason, after you get your second endorsements, you get less fans per game. So I stopped getting about 9,000 fans, and it dropped to like 8,000 and 7,000, and now it dropped below 7,000. So I think 2K did that intentionally so that people wouldn't do that, which is kind of annoying. I don't really see another reason why your fans would drop. But if you play 10 games, or I guess 11 in total, 11 in total, including the first one, you'll get 13,000 VC, which is pretty good, to be honest with you. So I started off at 10,000. As you can see, now I'm at 23,000 VC. Now, in terms of endorsements, as you can see, since I'm getting less fans per game, it's not worth it, in my opinion. I think once you get your American Express, which is the first game, you just got to drop 50. I would recommend you do the fan method, where you get 5 threes or make 5 threes and then foul out of the game with takeover. That way you get your fans, and then you can get your Gatorade sponsorship. Once you unlock your Gatorade sponsorship, as soon as the game starts, just start fouling. Don't worry about making threes. Don't worry about catching the ball. Don't worry about anything, because there are going to be some games where your teammates, for some odd reason, stop passing you the ball. So to be honest with you, this game right here, I ended up, actually, it's not that game. So I don't remember which game it was. I was trying to find it. But one of these games, I actually ended up playing like 10 minutes or something ridiculous because my teammates just wouldn't pass the ball, like at all. They just would not pass the ball. They refused to pass the ball, which is annoying. And obviously, as you can see, some of these is like 2 minutes, 3 minutes. And I was doing the the foul out method. Actually, I think it's this Denver game that took me forever. But I was doing the foul out method, not the foul out method, the endorsement, the fan method. So it is still fast, to be honest with you. So I do recommend it. And I mean, 2 to 3 minutes per game is not bad, to be honest with you. But it is faster if you just foul out. So that's my opinion. That being said, you can get about 13,000 fans, I would say, in about 30 minutes. I mean, not 13,000 fans, 13,000 VC, I would say in about 30 minutes if you do it right. I can't guarantee that, but I would say between 30 to 40 minutes. 13,000 VC, 13 to 40 minutes, 30 to 40 minutes. I would say that's pretty good. Allergies got me pretty bad mid-video, to be honest with you guys, but I don't know why I mentioned that. Anyways, this is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this method. I do recommend it, actually. I think this is by far the best method in the game. I don't think you should grind this all day. And honestly, I don't do methods multiple times a day because I get burned out right away. So I would have to redo it again to test this, but they might have put a 1 day limit as well for this method. So if it doesn't work after the first build, just know there's a 1 day limit. 2K does that type of stuff, and obviously they don't mention it in patch notes, so you have to go figure it out on your own. But it's not worth it because once you figure it out, you waste so much time. So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I have more VC videos coming soon. Anyways, God bless you guys. Jesus loves you. He paid for your sins, went on the cross. Get saved today. Anyways, goodbye.